Alright guys, welcome to the second semifinals match in this SCV Ready tournament. We're gonna have Franky and huhuh playing the most anticipated match here between those two top level high skill players. And we're gonna see a Protoss against a random player who is still opting to play random. Just waiting a second here to see where they will spawn on the map Delta Quadrant, which is the starting map on this best of 5 series. And we see huhuh spawning in as the pink Zerg on the bottom right corner, while Franky is gonna be the red Protoss on the 10 o'clock position.
Indeed, we do have Zerg. I mean, it is one of huhuh's preferred races. He does play Terran and Zerg, just like the little one. So maybe copying from his builds or something.
Well, for this map here on this spawning positions, it's so far positioning, so he can happily expand a little bit. But the con side on this expanding on this map with Delta Quadrant is you have a wider range to your natural, so you need like three creep tumors here to connect your both bases with creep and help defend, especially against some early kind of pushes being running around from the Protoss player.
Indeed, I mean, what are you likely to be seeing from the players? I mean, what builds would you expect from Franky?
From Franky, doing some pressure here, forcing huhuh to play more defensively, pumping out more units than drones, less drones than he really wants to, and then transitioning in maybe an expansion, fast expansion, or getting some robo tech.
Indeed, and now Franky only discovering that they are in the farthest positions as possible, and so maybe we are in set for like a very long, heavy, intensive macro game, which is what I've been wanting to see.
Yeah, I really hope so. A long game with lots of action coming on. We see huhuh finally scouting here where his opponent is spawning, and we really see a 2-gate push here, a 2-gate opening, I think a 12 and a 14 gateway coming up. Making huhuh aware of he should not expand too eagerly, maybe setting up some defensives. He is grabbing the fast gas to get some roaches or even speedlings to defend against an early seller push.
Indeed, and I think he is going for a one base Zerg play at the moment. He has got his third overlord, so opting to go not for that fast expansion and maybe some speedlings. As you can see, he has gone very early on the gas, and as soon as this up, he should get his speedling research. No, oh, and only going down just then.
Your speedlings can really help on the map, and as you can see, huhuh is just grabbing out his drones from the gas extractor, just getting exactly one on grass. This is exactly the kind of game I wanted to see here. Every bit counts here on the resource station, and also worth noting here, Franky did not grab any of those gas, so I kindly expect here a lot of pressure with those satellites coming out, and after that expanding with some forge cannons to defend the natural expansion.
Indeed, and huhuh has gone for the spine crawler now. I mean, what else is on the production tab? He is getting some more Zerglings out. I mean, you can see the zealots running across the map. 4 zealots, that is very devastating if they can get into the mineral line. But with only Zergs defending, I don't think if he doesn't get anything up in time, he will lose this.
That is right. Right now we see 10-12 circlings here coming out by huhuh, and his spine column will be up any second, so just in time. And I think this should be enough here to hold off this push, especially on the far distance, so reinforcements take way too long to come in here and help on the push.
Indeed, he has got 2 queens out as well.
So now he's trying to push here, getting some pokes here by the spine crawler. And who's trying to get us around here? Nice around by the circlings, even 2 queens helping off the fight, and all those zealots are melting down. Nice defense here by huhuh, fending that off, that first initial zealot push, so he has to run back with the zealots and gonna lose 1 or 2 more. No problem here with the speed upgrade to surround all of those and taking them down on the way back home.
Indeed, and if you ever look at the resource losses, huhuh has only lost 200, whereas Franky has lost 354 to up to 650 now actually.
Right now Franky's seeing he's a little bit trying to getting a transition here out of this. He's grabbing both gas, he's getting 4 gateways in total, so he still might be opting, going for a 4-gate push somehow, trying to end this game early. While on the other side we see who taking his expansion, his hidden natural expansion. Some people tend to get later in the game usually, but he was using his circlings really early in the game, not just letting them sit around for nothing, just taking down the rocks as fast as they could to get this expansion up and running.
Indeed, and you can see that huhuh now has going to test the front wall of Franky's base with speed links. Best make use of your movement app. Kill some rocks like in the gold expos, just in case you do end up in the end game, so you don't have to waste time there. He has done very well in the creep spreading and has got 2 queens out, so most likely going to be seeing creep everywhere.
Yeah, I love to get an additional queen out. It's really nice to have. It's also not just spawning lava, they have also use here in spawning all those creep tumors here, covering all the map and creep, giving you free vision of everything that happens, and also using transfusion if it comes to a really close fight. But right now we see a 10 worker difference here. Franky is in the lead by the income, since we had so many circlings here being built in the beginning by huhuh to defend this push. So Franky had his calculations running well, just forcing him to get way more circlings than drones, being in the lead by income by now.
I mean, sure, but Zerg with 2 base can easily, well, 2 base with 2 queens can easily macro out a lot of drones very fast.
Still, he delayed the expansion a lot. huhuh is trying to get a scouting info here, sending 1 circling to sure death, just checking out what kind of units he has to expect. And he sees loads of zealots and stalkers here, even sentries coming up in the back. So Franky is gonna push with the 4 gate here, with I think once he gets ground weapons level 1, he built his forge. And I would expect here to chrono boost his weapon 1 upgrade, since it makes such a big difference for zealots against circlings.
Indeed, but as time is going by, huhuh's Aspire is going to grow and grow, and when those mutalisks come out, he doesn't have all that much gateway units to deal with this, and even destroying his own gateway now so he can get through.
Oh, he blocked himself in his bigger units like the stalkers. It's really unfortunate to lose a warp gate that way. But he is gonna moving out with a considerably strong army here. 73 food against 55, just a few circlings, and those zealots will easily gonna kill them. So he has to run back. Maybe he should try to run into the Protoss base, do some damage there, or help defend.
I mean, definitely so. I mean, huhuh is in a lot of trouble now if he doesn't get the mutalisk out. He has got 4 mutalisk on the way, only hoping he can hold it off when the mutalisks come, but it may be too late. The attack is going to come in, and huhuh does not have a lot of defense. He only has a few zerglings and 2 queens to hold himself with the spine crawler.
And he seems supply block now by losing 2 overlords. It's really bad timing. And we see Franky is pushing in, taking out the spine crawler in less than 2 seconds. Nice force fields, trying to prevent any surrounds by the circlings, and he's gonna push in and do a lot of damage here to huhuh.
Indeed, and I think this are going to go down as well.
Yeah, he's really target firing those mutalisks really nice, since he sees the zealots can take care of anything else. It's just those mutalisks he has to be a little bit afraid of. And here comes a GG by huhuh. Nice game here by Franky.